What's up, guys, and welcome to Pour Over Finance, where we're discussing all of the things that are happening in the crypto industry and the news. If you like what we're doing here, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you care to, please subscribe. And if you're subscribing and you want to know when we're uploading content, the best way to do that is to hit the notification bell. That way, you're notified of when new uploads take place and you can keep up to date with what we're doing here. All right. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to first get into a little bit of the price action that we've seen with Bitcoin today. Today was actually one of the more positive days for Bitcoin because we actually did see it test 42,000. Unfortunately, it did not stick at that level. We are currently down well into the $40,000 range. But the fact that we saw some action where it got that high indicates positivity for the future. Let's hope so. I don't know. I saw some articles where specialists are indicating that we could see it go as low as $30,000 over the course of the next 2 weeks because of what we're seeing in the gold market. And now that they're kind of looking at Bitcoin having the same sort of activity as we're seeing in the S&P 500, it's possible that we may see these ups and downs happen in the Bitcoin market when we see the fluctuations happen in the stock market. So we're not sure yet. Again, this is still very new. We'll see how things look as they go along. But let's get right into our news today. The biggest article or the biggest news item that I personally came across was the fact that Coinbase has launched a beta of their NFT marketplace. Of course, this is only supporting the Ethereum blockchain. Other NFT marketplaces that support Solana, Cardano, other blockchains, not as of yet, but Coinbase is their NFT, their beta for their NFT marketplace is now live. If you were a part of the program, I guess there was a sign up process, and if you signed up, you were one of the first online to be able to get involved. See, I'm a little concerned because everything is indicating that the NFT marketplaces or NFTs in general are not the commodity that they were back in 2001. 2021, actually, not 2001. So whether or not we're going to still see the same buzz continue into the future is really still up in the air. NFTs are not what they used to be. The excitement is not there like it was. Personally, I still believe in the technology, the actual non-fungible token, but the pictures, I don't know how I feel about that. But right now, the NFT marketplace for Coinbase only supports Ethereum. They have indicated that you will be required to have a self-custody wallet. Right now, I don't think you can store it on Coinbase, but there is the Coinbase wallet. There is the MetaMask wallet. So you do have options. Once you do get a hold of your NFT, you have a place to store it. I'd be interested to see how this goes in the coming weeks. I'd like to see if Coinbase is a true competitor to OpenSea or not, or if they are just sitting in the background. I'm not too sure. The NFT marketplace is still one that I personally I'm hands off. I'm kind of watching just to see how things go. Maybe in the future I may purchase, but the fact that Coinbase is now involved, that means that the NFT marketplace is, as a whole, is going to just get bigger. Hopefully we start seeing support with Solana, Cardano, other blockchains that have NFTs, because all in all this does is just give broader eyes to the entire crypto space. And it's something fun, and of course it's a way for people to invest and make money. So if that's at the minimum what it does, I support it. I'm always in support of new ways of being able to earn money, especially as a retail investor. I think this is inspiring. It's nice to see. Kudos to Coinbase. Coinbase has some fees of their own, but with the NFTs, as of right now, there are no fees, but they are indicating, and at least in the media briefing, the Coinbase VP of product did indicate that there is a single digit fee that will eventually be applied to your NFT purchases. So keep an eye out for that. Again, if you are part of the beta program, you're getting to trade NFTs for free at the moment. Well, not for free. You still have to pay those Ethereum gas fees, which are horrendous, but at least you won't have an additional fee from Coinbase on top of the already horrible Ethereum gas fees. So yeah, check it out. Moving into our next article here, it's indicating that retail interest in crypto declines as investors search for the next big price mover. So this is not something that I'm surprised by, because a retail investor will only put his money into something that is going to potentially gain ground and gain ground fast. These guys are not in this for the long run. They don't believe in the technology. They don't care for the technology. They just care for the fact that there is money to be made. And that's quite obvious. I mean, when you think of, say, for instance, 2020 with the GameStop meme stocks and the AMC fiasco, when it comes to retail investors, they are in for the price action and then they're out. So the fact that we're now in a bear market, it would appear, because it's been like this ever since late November, we're in a bear market for cryptocurrencies. So these guys, they're losing interest. They're not making any money. Things are kind of going sideways. They go down. It goes up a little bit, but then it crashes again down, just like we saw today. Went up to 42, then down to 40. There's no real big movement. So the retail investor is going to be scared away, and they're indicating that this decline is taking place because of the fact that there's a lot less Google searches, there's a lot less price action taking place on the exchanges. There's a lot less buying, a lot less selling, a lot less trading. So with the weak exchange volumes taking place, with the fact that they're seeing less activity for the searches for just crypto in general on Google, the indication is that there's less interest. There's less going on in the DeFi sector. So this is actually something that does not surprise me. And I believe that this is what separates people like us from the retail investor. I'm in this for the long term. There are cryptocurrencies that I own right now that I do not expect to cash out for at least another 5 years. And that's because I believe in the fact that that particular crypto has some sort of utility. I believe that it has growth that's on the way. It's in its infancy. And in 5 years, that crypto while it might not be like we saw with Bitcoin, it's going to have insane price action, insane growth. And the money that I'm spending today to acquire that cryptocurrency is going to be worth hopefully hundreds of thousands of dollars in the future. That's my hope. I'm not a retail investor. I'm not in this for a quick buck. I'm not in this because I don't believe in the technology. I actually truly believe in the blockchain technology. I believe in crypto. I'd like to see a lot more things change. I would like to see the current stranglehold that the banking system has on us regular people. I'd like to see that let up a little bit. I'd like to see people get more interest for their money, be able to do different things with their money. And the crypto industry is really providing that for us regular people. So I personally am not surprised by this. And this is just going to weed out those that are here for a quick buck. And it's going to cement those of us who are really in this for the long haul. So we'll see where this goes. Once the bull market returns, then the retail investors will return, and it'll be a cash grab for them, and then they'll leave again, and we'll probably see that happen on and off. It's just the same way as it is with the stock market. And leading into our final article for the day, I actually thought this was a really interesting one, simply because there is this big belief that the blockchain and cryptocurrencies are there for illicit and underhanded, malicious activity, when the reality of it is any currency can be used for malicious, underhanded, criminal activity. What differentiates the blockchain and cryptocurrency from most of that stuff is the fact that it's so transparent. I mean, of course, we have privacy coins like Monero, which are pretty much their utility is there for privacy. But For the most part, the crypto market is very transparent. That's what the blockchain is. It's a ledger, and you can see everything that's happening. You can see which wallets it's been moved to. You can see the amount. You can see where it came from. You can see where it goes. Considering that they're able to pass some of these regulations and have KYC for all wallets will eventually have someone's name and number and their face and maybe their ID attached to that wallet. So it's going to get even more difficult to use cryptocurrency for illicit, underhanded, malicious activities. But in either case, the Secret Service was basically there's this article, and I'll put this article in the description below for anyone that's interested in just reading about it and watching this video. But basically, they were just talking about the fact that they have already seized well over $102 million in crypto assets, and that's just the Secret Service. We don't know how much the FBI has already seized, and maybe the CIA. All of these different agencies work together to do different things. So it just really points to how difficult it's becoming for criminals to use the blockchain and cryptocurrency for their illicit activity. And personally, for me, I like that only because the more that we remove illegal activities from cryptocurrency and the blockchain, the more legitimate of a technology and as a financial resource that it will be viewed as. And that will mean that people like myself who want to invest in this thing for the long term won't have to go through some of the hurdles we have to go through today, where the government is blocking certain things and they just want to get involved in looking at everything. It's like the stock market. There's not the same level of focus on the stock market. If you want to buy stock, sell stock, no one's getting in your way. As long as you want to do it and you have the assets to do it, sure. I'd like to see the crypto industry become that one day. But in either case, since 2015, the U.S. Secret Service has seized more than 102 million in illicit digital currencies, and this is since 2015. In a CNBC interview, the head of the agency's investigations office says cracking a crypto case is often like a house of mirrors, and they go into why they feel that way. And investigators are finding thieves will transfer stolen Bitcoin and other digital currencies into stable coins, which makes sense because not to say that I support anything like that, obviously, but if you stole someone's Bitcoin, let's just say, you're a malicious individual and you stole someone's Bitcoin, of course you're going to move it into a stable coin because, as we've already seen, let's say you stole Bitcoin when it was 70,000 per coin. Now it's 40,000 per coin. You would have lost over $30,000. So instead of keeping it in Bitcoin, now you transfer it over to stablecoin. But again, because of how cryptocurrency works, once you steal Bitcoin and move it to a wallet, it doesn't matter what you do with it. You swap it to a different currency, you're able to see on the blockchain explorer what it was originally, what it was swapped to, where it was moved to. So I'm assuming a lot of these criminals are dumb criminals, because if you're going to steal, the only kind of money that I could think of that is non-traceable is actual cash. If I give cash to someone and he gives it to someone else and that person gives it to someone else, no one is aware of where that cash went. Unless you're speaking to the people who moved hands, there's no way to tell where that cash went. Whereas with cryptocurrencies, if I stole someone's crypto and I swapped it to a stable coin, and then I sent that stable coin to someone else, and that person sent it to someone else, and they took it and they split it 10 ways and sent it to 10 different wallets, it's all on the blockchain to be seen. So these criminals either thought that they could outsmart the authorities, or they just have no real idea how the blockchain works and how the cryptocurrencies work. So they thought that they could get away with it, and now here they are with their funds stolen, probably facing life in prison, all kinds of bad actions just from stealing someone's Bitcoin. I mean, come on, man. If you've got some money, invest it, grow it the right way, do what the rest of us are doing. But you know what? Anywhere there's money, there's going to be criminals, so that's never going to change. We just have to kind of accept it and expect the authorities to do their part. In either case, that's it for us today here over on here on Pour Over Finance. Oh, I can't speak today. Wow. Wow. Like I said, that's it for us today here on Pour Over Finance. I'd like to thank you guys for viewing, and those of you that are supporting, I really do appreciate this. This is a new channel we're trying to grow, so any support at all is welcome and appreciated. And please show us your support by giving a like to this video, subscribing to the channel, and again, if you're interested in knowing when we're uploading, please go ahead and hit the notification bell so you're notified of when we are uploading new content. Be kind to each other and invest wisely.